Good morning all of you. In this video we will be discussing about function overloading. Now this function overloading is a concept of functions in which the same function can be used in many forms. With the same name, a function can be used in many forms with the same name. It is a concept which implements polymorphism. If I give you an example, I have to find area of a circle, area of a square, and area of a rectangle. For this I keep a1 as the function name, for this I keep a2 as the function name, for this I keep a3. So I will have a lot of confusion in calling which function during compilation, during giving the values. But if I, instead of doing this, I keep the name as simply area, and if the compiler automatically calls, अगर मैं इसमें side of square pass कर रही हूँ तो automatically this function is called. If I am passing the radius, automatically this function is called, and if I am passing length and breadth, automatically this function is called. Won't my job become easier? So what I am doing basically, for performing different operations, I am using the same function name, but it is having different parameters. Now these parameters in the function prototype can differ in two ways. First is number of parameters, and second is type of parameters. So in function overloading, the same function name is used to perform different tasks where the functions are differentiated by either the number of parameters or the type of parameters. This is how function overloading takes place. So what is the definition? Definition is the process of defining various functions. The functions are also called as methods by the same name, differentiated by the number of arguments or type of arguments, that is the data type of arguments, is called function overloading. So I am making the same program using function overloading where I have to find area of square, area of circle, and area of rectangle. See this example. I am first declaring a class A, then I am writing int square, I am writing int s, and here I am returning s into s. This is area of a square. Next I am writing float. Instead of square I am writing the name of the function as area. All the function names will be kept as area. Here I am writing float and r. This is the radius of the circle. So I am returning area of the circle is 3.5 pi r square. Pi r square. Like this I have taken it as float. Third one is area of rectangle. Area int l int b. So here I am returning l into b. It is an integer value. So these are the three functions which I have declared. Now in main, please write public static void main etc. I am declaring an object first. Int r equals to ob dot area 5 sop ln area of square equals to r. Okay, next is float x equals to ob dot area 2.5. I am passing a float value here, that means it will match here. Then I am writing SOPLN area of circle, A of circle equals to x. Okay, next is an integer value, int. Same variable I can use r equals to ob dot area and 3 and 4. I am passing two parameters here. SOPLN area of rectangle equals to r. This is the end of main, this is the end of the class. Now look here, what is happening? I am having 1, 2 and 3 function calls. I am having 3 functions here. All these functions are having the same names, but we just have to see the parameter list. This first line is called as function signature. Whenever we define a function, it is called as function signature. Function signature means the name of the function and the parameter list. This is called as, we are not dealing with the return types, we are dealing with the name of the function and the function signature. That means in function overloading, the function signatures are different. The name of the functions are kept as same, but the argument list is different. They can have different type of arguments. See, number of argument is same, one argument, but types are different, integer type, float type. And in the first case and the third case, if we compare, this should not be there. Then number of arguments is different. So there are two ways to make the function signature as different. Firstly, the type of arguments can be different, and secondly, the number of arguments can be different. Only then the compiler will know which function is to be called. अब मैंने जैसे ये लिखा हुआ है, इसमें एक आर्ग्यूमेंट इंटीजर टाइप पास किए, तो ऑटोमेटिकली कंपाइलर विल कॉल द फर्स्ट फंक्शन. इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू कॉल दिस और दिस, इट इज गोइंग टू कॉल द फर्स्ट फंक्शन, बिकॉज इंटीजर टाइप है तो इससे मैच नहीं होगा, और यहाँ पर 2 वैल्यूज पास होनी चाहिए, यहाँ पर 1 वैल्यू पास हो रही है, इससे भी मैच नहीं होगा. सो ऑटोमेटिकली दिस विल कॉल द फर्स्ट फंक्शन, दिस वन. When the second function call is made, it is taking an parameter which is float, so it will match the second function here and call the second function and return the area of circle. And in the third case, this is the third case, it will call the third function. So function overloading से हमें function का नाम एक ही याद रखना है. ऑटोमेटिकली कंपाइलर कंपेयर करेगा फंक्शन सिग्नेचर्स को, जिससे मैच होगा वो वाला कॉल करेगा. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस एग्जाम्पल एंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ function overloading. Thank you, children.